Today we delve into the Svādhiṣṭhāna chakra, the base of our being. Svādhiṣṭhāna is located between the genitals and the navel and is linked with creativity, pleasure and reproduction. Its color is orange and the mantra is VAM. When balanced, we experience creativity, joy and fertility. When imbalanced, we feel shame and guilt. Let's practice together. Choose a sitting position that feels comfortable to you. We will create the Svādhiṣṭhāna mudra. Interlace the fingers, then lift and join the middle fingers and index fingers. Next, slide the middle fingers in front of the index fingers and bring their tips to meet the tips of the thumbs. Then place the mudra in front of the pelvis, in front of the Svādhiṣṭhāna area. Bring your awareness to the sitting bones. Allow your weight to settle into the pelvis and feel the spine rising up towards the crown of the head. Keep the shoulders back and down, the neck broad and the face relaxed. We will chant 3 times the mantra VAM. We will stay here for a few more breaths, observing and enjoying the vibration of VAM within us. Then we will release the mudra and bring the palms together in front of the chest. Lengthen the spine and gently lower the head. Then bring the palms down onto the thighs. Slowly open the eyes and lift the head, keeping the gaze soft. We will stretch the legs forward to give them a little rest. You can tighten the thighs if you like, or make any movements you feel you need. And then come into Baddha Konasana, moving the knees up and down. Notice how your hips feel. As the movement repeats, observe how the body begins to soften. Keep breathing normally and keep observing the sensations in your body. Then place the palms on the knees and gently twist to the right and to the left. As you twist, softly press the knees down without experiencing any pain. It's a pleasant twist. One more time. If you like, you can coordinate the breath with the movement. Next, you will place your hands on your thighs and gently press the thighs down. Be careful not to push on the knees. Now, remove any support you may be sitting on. Place your palms behind the pelvis. Press into the floor with both the hands and the feet and lift the pelvis off the ground. Feel a pleasant stretch in the inner thighs. Then lower the pelvis back down and open the legs out to the sides into Upavistha Konasana. When you come into the asana, make sure that the thighs are active, the knees are pressing down and the spine is upright. If you need support to maintain the spine upright, now is the time to use it. Place the palms on the Svādhiṣṭhāna area and stay here for a moment. If you wish, close your eyes and observe the sensation in your palms. Visualize a bright orange color in the area where the palms are resting and gently extend the torso slightly forward, keeping the back straight and the legs active. Take a few more breaths here. Make sure that with each exhalation, if the body allows, you can deepen a little, moving slightly further forward. Keep breathing normally. And on the next exhalation, return the torso to an upright position. Very nice. Bend the knees, place the feet on the ground and come into Malasana with the feet open and the toes turned slightly outward, palms together in front of the chest. The arms gently press the knees outward. Activate the Svādhiṣṭhāna. Feel the pelvic floor lifting. Now make small movements, shifting your weight from side to side. Notice which foot feels heavier than the other. Come out of the pose only to move into a second Malasana. This time, bring the feet together and open the knees. If needed, place a blanket under the heels so they have support. Otherwise, let them rest on the floor. Lengthen the torso forward. Once the torso has moved forward, the knees come in and hug the torso. Hold onto the mat with your hands and draw it back. Pull it away from you. The arms are active, lengthening the spine while the legs embrace the torso. Stay here for a moment, observing where your weight is, making sure it is evenly distributed between the heels and the toes. Now we will slowly come out of the pose, bring the hands back, stretch the legs and come into Ardha Uttanasana. The hands are under the shoulders, shoulder width apart, and the feet are hip width apart. Keep the thighs strong and feel the back of the thighs lifting up towards the pelvis, while the calves release down towards the heels. Lengthen the spine towards the crown of the head and press the hands firmly into the floor. If you cannot reach the floor, use blocks under the hands. Observe where your weight is in the feet. Ideally, it is evenly distributed between the heels and the toes. As you stay here, if the body allows, you can gradually deepen the pose. Then remove any support from your mat and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure the elbows and knees are well extended. The thighs are active, the calves released towards the heels, and the heels towards the floor. At the same time, the hands press the floor away to lengthen the torso, extending it back towards the pelvis as the pelvis moves up and back. If the heels do not reach the floor, that's perfectly fine, but avoid holding them deliberately lifted. Observe your breath and the movement of the belly with each breath. Make sure the head stays in line with the spine, with the ears roughly in line with the arms. Now we will bend the knees and sit back onto their heels, coming into Adho Mukha Virasana. If the pelvis does not reach the heels, make sure to place a blanket or support between the pelvis and the heels. The arms remain extended and active, pressing into the floor to help lengthen the torso and guide the pelvis back. Make sure there is weight through the thumbs and index finger, as well as through the little fingers. The head rests on the floor. If it doesn't reach the floor, support it with a prop. Then slowly walk the hands back, bring the torso to an upright position, and, if needed, sit on a support as you come into Dandasana. Sit with the legs extended forward and the torso upright. The palms are beside the pelvis, the shoulders move back and down, and the neck is broad. You can keep the legs together or hip width apart. Choose hip width apart if you have any discomfort in the lower back, hips, or during menstruation. Stay here and observe your breath. Keep the chest lifted and press the legs and the palms firmly into the ground. We will raise the arms into Urdhva Hastasana. Lengthen the torso and extend it forward to hold the feet, either with the hands and fingers or with a strap. Lengthen both the front and the back of the torso while keeping the legs active. Press the knees down and draw the thighs back towards the pelvis. Keep the shoulders open, the collarbones broad, and lift the chest. Breathe normally. If the body allows, you can move a little deeper into the pose, lengthening the torso further and bringing it closer to the legs. The elbows bend and open it out to the sides. Keep the head in line with the spine. Observe the sensations in the body. Now, extend the arms alongside the ears, lift the torso back up to an upright position and return to Dandasana. Remove any support and come into a tabletop position. Make sure the palms are under the shoulders, shoulder width apart, and the knees are under the hips, hip width apart. We will move through cat-cow, pressing the palms and the shins into the floor, synchronizing the breath with the movement. On the inhalation, open the chest, lift and gaze upwards. On the exhalation, round the back as much as possible, bringing the head towards the chin and the chin towards the chest. As long as the inhalation lasts, continue lifting and looking up. As long as the exhalation lasts, continue rounding and looking towards the belly. Make sure you are not shifting the body forward and back. Instead, keep the hips over the knees and the shoulders over the wrists. Continue pressing firmly through the palms and the shins throughout the movement. Remain in tabletop for a few breaths and then gently sit back onto the heels, coming into Vajrasana. Place the hands on the thighs, keep the spine upright and the shoulders back and down. Soften the gaze and observe the breath. We will return to a tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, keep the elbows straight, and lift the knees off the floor. From here, begin to sway the pelvis from side to side. Let the pelvis feel heavy as it shifts from one side to the other. Keep the feet together if possible. Otherwise, place them slightly apart. Engage the abdomen so you don't collapse into the lower back. Enjoy the movement. Come back to center and lower the knees down. Take a breath in tabletop, then walk the hands slightly forward to come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. As before, keep the elbows and knees well extended, lengthen the torso back towards the pelvis and allow the pelvis to move up and back. Keep the head in line with the spine and observe your breath. This is the second time you are practicing this asana, so you may notice more things here now. Perhaps the body has softened and you can go a little deeper. In any case, observe how your body feels and what sensations are arising in this moment. From Adho Mukha Svanasana, step the left foot forward between the palms. Keep the right hand in the center of the mat and allow the right side of the pelvis to release down towards the floor. Twist the torso and, if you wish, extend the left arm out to the side, parallel to the floor. The right leg stays extended with the toes tucked. Stay here and breathe. Then come back to the center. Return the left foot to Adho Mukha Svanasana and take a breath. And this time step the right foot forward between the palms. Let the pelvis release to the left as you twist the torso to the right. If you wish, extend the arm parallel to the floor and gaze along the line of the hand. Keep the left leg strong and extended. Return to center and come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here and breathe. Now walk the feet forward and come to Uttanasana. This time fold all the way down, whatever all the way down means for you. Then bring the hands to the hips, look forward and lengthen the torso parallel to the floor. With strong legs and the abdomen gently drawn in towards the spine, rise all the way up to standing and come into Tadasana. Stand with the feet either together or hip-width apart. Choose what feels most supportive for you today. Observe how the weight is distributed through the feet. Aim to have weight evenly grounded in all four corners of the feet. Now, lower the torso, bend the right knee, and keep the left leg extended. The right heel can stay on the floor or be lifted. Feel a nice stretch along the left leg. If you'd like to lower the pelvis a bit more, you can. Otherwise, keep it slightly higher. You can also shift your weight gently from the toes to the heel. Try it for a few times if you like. Then switch sides. Bend the left knee and extend the right leg. Again, explore shifting the weight from heel to toes. Notice any differences between the two sides. Now, straighten both legs and come down to sit. Take a support if needed as we move into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bend the right leg underneath and cross the left leg over it. Twist to the left. With the right arm, hug the outer left thigh. The left hand supports the spine, helping you keep the torso upright. With each inhalation, lengthen the spine. With each exhalation, draw the abdomen in and deepen the twist slightly. Continue with this rhythm. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist. Take a few more breaths here. And then turn to the center with an exhalation. Extend the legs forward. Take a few breaths before you repeat on the other side. This time the left leg is underneath and the right leg crosses over. Twist to the right. The right hand behind you presses into the floor to support and keep the spine upright, while the left arm hugs the outer right thigh. Keep the shoulders in one line. Inhale to lift, exhale to draw the abdomen in and twist. Continue breathing in this way, keeping the chest lifted and the clavicles moving away from one another. With the next exhalation, you will return to the center. Extend both legs forward and come into Dandasana. Legs long, chest lifted. Stay here for a few breaths, observing the sensations that arise. Next, we will prepare to come out. Use any support you need to sit for Gomukhasana legs. Elevate the pelvis if you want to create more space in the hips, and bring the left leg over the right. Both feet are placed beside the pelvis, with the toes pointing as much as possible towards the back. Lengthen the torso and begin to fold forward. Stay here and breathe. If it feels available, you can go a little deeper. As you remain, observe your pelvis. Allow it to stay spacious and grounded on the support. Let the head release down if you have folded deeply enough. Then slowly walk the hands forward to come out and walk them back to bring the torso upright. Extend the legs forward and change the crossing of the legs. This time, bring the right leg over the left. Try to stack the knees one over the other, both pointing straight forward. Notice the differences from one side to the other. Observe how your hips feel. This side may be easier or a bit more challenging. Once more, lengthen the torso forward and place the palms on the floor. Follow the sensations in your body and avoid pushing beyond what feels comfortable. Stay in a position where you feel a pleasant stretch along the outer thighs and hips. Then walk the hands back to bring the torso upright and come out of the asana. Extend the legs forward and stay for a few breaths in Dandasana. Engage the thighs and lift the spine. From here, come into a tabletop position. If you need support for the knees, place a blanket underneath. Bring the knees hip width apart under the hips and the hands shoulder width apart under the shoulders. In this position, begin to shift the weight forward and back. Move the weight into the palms, then gently send the pelvis back towards the heels. Repeat this a few times, observing the sensations within the body. You can synchronize the breath with the movement. Inhale, place the weight on the palms. Exhale, move the pelvis towards the heels. Then return to tabletop. From here, extend the left leg back and the right arm forward. Then bring them back to center. Inhale, reach and extend through the limbs. Exhale, draw them in toward the chest. The head follows the movement of the spine, rounding as you bring the arm and leg in, and lengthening as you extend them out. One more time, and then return to tabletop. Take a breath here. Then extend the left leg back and the right arm forward again, this time staying in the position. As you hold, gently pulse the extended leg upward a few times once you have lowered the right arm to the floor. Continue pressing the right shin and both palms into the floor. Then return to tabletop and take a breath. Now, repeat on the other side. Extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to draw the arm and leg toward the core. Continue with this rhythm, pressing the left shin and right palm firmly into the floor. This pose also challenges your balance. Keep the core and pelvis active, drawing the hips toward one another. Return to tabletop and take a breath before extending again. Right leg back, left arm forward. Stay for a few breaths and then lower the left arm and gently pulse the lifted leg upward a few times. Return to tabletop and then sit back into Adho Mukha Virasana. The pelvis rests on the heels, the forehead on the floor or on a support. Observe the rhythm of your breath and the sensations in your body. Stay for a few more breaths, allowing the body to feel heavy. Then walk the hands back and bring the torso upright. Lie down on your back. Extend the right leg and bend the left knee, hugging it with your hands. Feel a gentle stretch in the left leg. Then Guide the left knee across to the right. Extend the left arm out to the side, and if comfortable for the neck, turn the head to the left. The left knee may rest on the floor or stay lifted, supported with a blanket or block if needed. Keep the right leg extended and observe your breath. Stay for one more breath and then return to center. Hug the knee one more time before extending the leg down. Notice how one leg feels compared to the other. Now, bend the right knee, hugging it, while the left leg stays extended. After a few natural breaths, guide the right knee across to the left. Extend the right arm out and turn the head to the right. Notice the differences between the two sides. Feel the pleasant stretch along the right side of the body. If you wish, you can place the left hand on the right knee to add a little more weight. Take a few more deep breaths here, enjoying. Then return to center and hug the knee in once more. Extend it down beside the left leg and observe how both legs feel. Then bend both knees and come into a variation of Supta Baddha Konasana, with the feet placed a little further away from the pelvis than usual. Feel the spaciousness in the pelvis. Let the shoulders soften and keep the soles of the feet connected. Observe how the body feels. You can gently rock the pelvis side to side, shifting the weight from one side to the other. Stay with this for as long as it feels good. Then begin small movements of the pelvis up and down, drawing the sitting bones toward the chest and then away towards the knees. It's as if you are gently flattening the lower back into the floor and then releasing it. After a few repetitions, place the palms over the Svādhiṣṭhāna area. Stay here and feel the breath beneath your hands. Visualize a warm orange light filling the Svādhiṣṭhāna region with each inhalation, and with each exhalation let that light spread throughout the pelvis. Continue breathing with this visual. Now begin to prepare for Shavasana. Gently release the arms alongside the body, palms facing upward. Extend the legs one by one along the floor. Make any small adjustments you need, perhaps placing a blanket or cushion under the head or covering yourself if you feel cold. Soften the shoulders away from the head and let the legs rest open about hip width apart, naturally releasing outward. Be comfortable and know you are in a safe space. Begin observing the breath, simply watching the sensations in your breath. Stay with the sensations in your nostrils. With each exhalation, let go of the body's tensions. Now slowly start observing yourself from the outside, as if drawing the outline of the body. See yourself in this position with all the details. Now bring the awareness inside and observe from within. Now observe if feelings arise. Don't be afraid to let these feelings come to surface, but make sure you do not judge or try to change them. Simply become aware of these feelings. No need to find a solution. Just see if you can find acceptance, if you can find forgiveness. You are good enough just the way you are. You are accepted for who you are. Very gently, bring movement in the body. Bend the knees one by one, rolling to the side. And with the help of the palms, come to a seated position. Or if you prefer, you can stay lying down for a few more minutes. If you choose the sitting position, use a pillow or a blanket to sit on so you feel more comfortable. We will form the Svādhiṣṭhāna mudra once more. And place it in front of the Svādhiṣṭhāna region. Observe the sensations in the body. Observe the rhythm of the breath. Observe the state of the mind compared to when you began the class. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today.